All right, guys, so we bought a treadmill. Yeah, we bought a treadmill. My wife and I were kind of talking about the fact that we are stuck at home all the time. How do we kind of stay active? And we, being winter here, it's not like overly exciting going outside, and it can be really cold. And we were going to the gym, both of us were going to the gym, and I was pretty much locked onto the treadmills. That was the thing that I actually enjoyed using the most. I would easily run for anywhere from 20 to 40 minutes. And I say run, but you know what I mean, kind of walk to run to walk to run, stuff like that. So we figured maybe we should get one for the house. Not a bad investment. So I went on Amazon, like probably the majority of us do, to look at treadmills, and I was really close to buying one there when my wife was like, let's look at some of the other places outside of Amazon to see if we can get one kind of better at least a close price. And we're gonna talk about why we went with the Horizon T101, which is their entry level treadmill, over one that you can get from Amazon. So first we'll kind of look at the computer to show ones that are kind of comparable on Amazon, and then you guys will see which one we bought, and then we'll go take a look at it. All right, coming up. Okay, so this is Amazon. This is Amazon Canada. So this is basically when you do a search for treadmill, this is kind of what you get, and you get any kind of range from, in that mid $500 and kind of up, right? And they all have 4.5 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars, 4 stars. They're all getting decent because, well, for one, honestly, once you buy a treadmill, do you have a whole lot to compare it to? Probably not. This is what you bought, so you hope you made a good decision. I get that. We had a budget primarily was around the $700 mark, give or take, depending on the features. So we looked at a few of these, and like we'll start here at like $600. So when you come in here, 3,200 reviews. That sounds good, but there is a couple things that I wish I was able to get. And the first one here is maximum weight. Some of these you have to watch these because some of them are like 220. 265 I can do because that's kind of in and around my weight. That one's not bad, but there's a few things that I wasn't even really aware that I kind of wanted. Luckily my wife was like, I don't know if that's going to be good enough. And here's the big one. First is the walking/running surface. 15.65 inches, so that is how wide the physical pad is that you're running on. So let's say 16 inches by 43. Now that's kind of the standard. It's always kind of somewhere, especially in this price range, somewhere in that 16 inch by somewhere in 40. Somewhere it's smaller, not as long, so you're getting like 38, 39, 40. And that's really important for those of us that are tall. I'm 6 feet tall, so we have a pretty, at least for me, I have a pretty long stride, right? So you don't want your feet either coming off the end of it, and you don't want to be forcing yourself forward where you're kind of coming too close to the front, right? So having that long one is really important. The other one is width. Walking probably not as bad, but depending again on how big our feet are and how wide you and I are, having a wider tread is going to be important. 16 inches, like that's it. Like it's not much bigger than that. So everyone here, that was a big one. My wife was also like, I'd like one that has some kind of elevation so that it will move up and down. And everyone here, so this one's $600. This is a Serene Life. I don't really know these brands. If we come down to the Go Plus here, this is a Go Plus 2-in-1. That's a 2-in-1. Sunny Health. That was a good one, as well as this one here. This one's all the way up to 17 inches wide, right? So 17 inches wide. But if you look at, let's say, the Sunny Health, because that's $800, and that's actually what we paid. We actually paid a little less for the Horizon T101 was $800. But we if you put your email in, you actually get a 5% off coupon. So we did that. So we got 5% off, which brought it into like, I don't know, $760 or something like that. But if you click on this one, for instance, same kind of deal, right? We're looking at maximum weight, 100 kilograms. So actually that's not very heavy at all. So you got to watch that. This one here, so yes, you maximum weight 250. I'm a little above that, so that's a little bit of a concern, right? If you look at track, this one here, and I don't know if it shows it in this, because you look at these numbers, right, and you're like, oh, 25. No, 15.5. So its width is even lower, 15.5. Now it's long, 49 inches, that's pretty good, but it's narrow. 15.5 inches is your running deck. That's, like, you've got to be this little person, right? Not very big at all. I like the 49 inches, but even down here, right? See that little guy right here? Hopefully you guys can see it, that little right there. That's what you use. It's just a manual little device to kind of lift the back up and down. So you kind of have that, just that 3 levels of elevation. That's it, if you want to be able to be like practice for climbing hills. Okay, right. It folds up nice. It's not overly large. Very good. But we're like, okay, that's $800 and that's Amazon. Is that the best we can get? I don't know. So we actually, like I said, my wife found this Horizon, and the T101, great reviews and features. This thing is awesome because here it is. This is Canadian, on sale. I don't know if it's on sale all the time, but this is the price, $7.99, and you can get that coupon for 5% off. So if you leave it, it comes up and tells you this. Bluetooth connectivity. Now I will talk about this for a minute. I had, and still have, all kinds of issues trying to connect my iPhone 12. Now I went online and read all kinds of facts and forums, and if you have an iPhone 12, there is issues connecting the Bluetooth to it. So just be aware of that. But all the other devices, like all the other older iPhones, connected fine. And my iPad Air 4, so that is new as well, and that one's having issues. So I think there's something in the Bluetooth chip that Apple's using on those models that's having issues. So hopefully that'll get remedied. Right now, I listen mostly to music through my headphones anyway, so not a big deal. And it does come with a cable so that you can actually connect it manually to the device, so not a big deal. But little spot for your iPad, your iPhone, whatever, spots over here to be able to put a little drink or something like that, whatever you want. Built-in USB port for charging your devices, so you know what, you got your iPad, you're like, oh, it's dead, I can't really go run without my training stuff. Charge it up, you're good to go. I love that. Quiet motor, yep. And this one's a 2.5 horsepower, I guess it is. Everyone else on that Amazon list kind of peaked at 2.25. So again, more is better in this because you're not going to put as much strain on the motor. The motor doesn't have to work as hard, etc., etc. Cushion has impact, so you can actually watch when you're running on it. The treadmill actually pulse up and down like this, which is kind of nice. Whole bunch of get started, pick up the pace, hit your strides, right? This is kind of the different models that they have. But I don't know if they show it here, but this is 20 inches is your width, 20 inches. So that's, 5 inches almost more, at least 4 inches more than all the Amazon ones. So that's 2 inches on each side of you. Like, that's a lot. And this is 50 inches in length. So it's really good. I think this one's weight is 300 pounds. So, yeah, 55-inch deck. Yeah, so really, really good for that kind of stuff. So, first thing, just to be aware, you do have to put it together. I think all treadmills have to be put together, but it wasn't difficult to put together, and the instructions were super well laid out. Me and my wife, it took us about an hour to put it together. If we had to put it together a second time, it would be considerably faster, of course. But it's heavy. The box that it comes in, it's a really big box. I didn't expect it to be that big, but it's really big and it's really heavy. So if you're lifting it in the box, 2 pretty big, strong people for sure to lift that. My wife and I couldn't lift it, the 2 of us in the box. So we literally had to open it and move it up the stairs because we put it in our bedroom, piece by piece. It's heavy for sure. Just realize that it's heavy. So let's go take a look at it. Yes? All right. So in the bedroom we go. Yep. And you guys can see it probably right behind me right now. So this is it. I'm gonna just turn around so you guys can see it. That's it right there, sitting in the corner. And you can, it is fairly big, just so you guys can hopefully tell. I'm gonna just put the camera down here and we can take a look how big it is up against myself. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can see this. Here's me versus it, right? So it's definitely got some good height. I got my fan on. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. So it's fairly big, you know, fairly deep. It comes out from the wall about this much. It's not a small unit by any means, but like I said, it's 55 inches is the running track by 20 inches across, so it has to have some weight. But here's a few things that I like. Here's number one. This, it says feather light. It's light enough. It's easy for you and I to lift it up. But here's what I do like, and a lot of the other treadmills have this as well, but this one does too, which is super cool, right? Is this. So, you know, I was like, how do you kick it down? And you just give this a kick right there, and that's it. You just kind of let it go. Once it gets to a certain level, it slows down even more right there. Slowly just drops itself down onto the ground. That's awesome. And I want you guys, I'm going to actually hold this, ready? So I'm going to come up here, and this is to me one of the important parts. Ready? Remember we talked about this part here, that's hanging there, 20 inches, right? Feather light, sure, 20 by 55. So here's my feet, and this is me at natural width. Now imagine taking 2 inches off of this, like this side, or taking 2 inches off of that side. I have to actually walk with my feet in like this. Like that's here, right? And that for one is not comfortable. So anything really narrower than that, I'm going to be actually stepping on this stuff. And if I'm running, I'm looking up here. I don't want to be down here looking at my feet. So this is pretty cool. Now you will see I have my iPad up here, and this is what I was talking about. I can't get this to Bluetooth to it, so I have it connected into the side here. And this is where you have your USB charging port. This is going to go to the internal speakers. And this one, if you have wired headphones, you could actually connect them to here. So a couple of cool things. Now the power is down here. This in the back right there. Very cool. And I'm gonna turn it on, and you guys will be able to take a watch while I'm doing some of this stuff. Hold on. Okay, so just realized this is not all organized yet. We just hooked it up last night. So power button back here, very cool. Beeps and does its stuff, awesome. You guys may be able to, and I'm not going to go through the dash. The dash has a bunch of different like program modes and things like that on it. But it does have on the front here things like your speed. So speeds are on the right. So these are miles per hour, just so you guys know. So 2, 3, 4, all the way up to 10 miles per hour, which I'm used to kilometers, but that's okay. This side here is your incline, so 0 to 10 degrees. And this is the other big one. This has an automatic incline. Those other ones, you physically have to get off the treadmill, adjust it, and kind of go. So I'm going to start this, right? So we're just going to start. Starts off nice and slow. And I shouldn't be doing this with bare feet, but you'll get what I'm saying. It's just a test for you guys. So here it is. I'm going to push it up just to like 2 miles per hour, right? But you can see, like, I have plenty to full extend if I was in a run. Like I could go full extension without any kind of problems right there. You know, get that up to like 3, right? That's good. That's not an issue. Now here's what I like. I'm gonna go back to 2. Watch this. I'm gonna put this 10 incline. I don't have to get off this. Nope. Don't need to. This is popping up. my full incline up to 10. It has heart rate for here, down here. Now realize when you're at incline, this is useful. This gets a little hard, at least for someone my height. But I got a Apple Watch. If you have a fitness band that checks your heart rate, you should be good, right? Music wise, if you wanted to, I have mine plugged in. I'm gonna bring that back down. So bring that down. Don't have to get off the treadmill. Super awesome. So I'm gonna actually come up here. You guys may be able to hear this, I don't know. But if I was listening to music, ready? And it uses your device's volume, so it doesn't have volume on it. So if we just crank this right up, it's okay. It's not crazy loud, but it doesn't need to be loud. The bass isn't fantastic, but again, it's not emulating like high-end speakers or anything like that. But it works. It does its job. It's connected. Happy. And for me, I'll be using programs like Apple Fitness. So the fact that I can put this here, my iPad, have all my controls. All this is right here. I can put my bottle of water or whatever right there, right here, whichever side I like. And it fits me. That's the key, because I was like, 16 is probably okay. I don't think I would have been happy with 16. And I definitely wouldn't have been happy if you took 16, about 16 inches off the back. If you went from 55 down to, some of them are 39, right? So you took 16 inches, that's a foot. So back here, you can see, like my feet come right to the end on a full stride if I was trying to run. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. And then when you're done, it'll stop. Very good. Now it does have a little safety guy right here. So if you, of course, it doesn't start, it's probably this isn't plugged in enough. This should be attached to you just in case you slide off or something happens. The treadmill will stop. And then when you're done, nice and easy, this just folds up, turn it off, and you're good to go. All right, guys, that's it. This is the Horizon T101. T101, can you see me? Yeah, T101. If you're looking at an Amazon, and this wasn't, I bought this, okay? This isn't sponsored or endorsed or anything by Horizon. We did a lot of research trying to figure out which one we wanted. Again, in that $700, $800 price point, and this was without question the winner. All right, guys, if you're looking at a treadmill, trying to get 2021 to be your year, because why not? Why not be this year? Then I think this is a good option. Just it's big, right? All right, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the little notification bell, and we'll put a link to Horizon's website if you guys are interested. And oh yeah, it came with free shipping. Free shipping. Yeah, cool. All right, guys. Later.